Hi, welcome to part 4 of all my Yankee candles, and today I'm going to cover candles beginning with C. That's everything apart from Christmas scents, which will follow in my next video. So, got a lot to get through, so I'm going to fly through these. C is one of the letters where I seem to have more Yankee candles beginning with C than anything else. It must be a popular thing for Yankee. Anyway, let's fly. We will start with one of my few American keyhole labels, as I call them. This one is City Lights. City Lights is actually very, very similar, if not identical, to one I featured in one of my previous videos, Blue Twilight Storm. It's sesame and patchouli, and it smells like, you've got a picture there of the kind of, I think that's the Manhattan, kind of famous Manhattan Bridge, isn't it? And it smells like, I imagine, I've never been to New York, but that's what I imagine New York and Manhattan would smell like. So it's fantastic. I love City Lights. Next one. This is from the Yankee Candle Vintage Wine Collection, and I've burned one of these. There's a set of 4. This one is Chardonnay. And it smells like a green white grape. Not too winey, but it's got a lovely fresh green grapey smell. So I will enjoy burning that at some point. Chardonnay. One of my wife's favourites, not one of mine, is Coconut Bay. This is, I guess you'd call I don't like this. This is coconut shampoo. To me, this is that kind of cheap artificial coconut that I didn't used to like in other candle brands. It's pure coconut, but it's the kind of the shampooy, soapy kind of coconut. So not for me, Coconut Bay, but there we go. It has got a nice label, I'll give it that. It's got a lovely label. Next one is onto a favourite now. It's Citrus Tango. Citrus Tango is quite possibly, along with Fruit Fusion, the best fruit medley that Yankee Candle have ever done. You can smell the pizzazz of the grapefruit and the other sharp citruses, so it gives it a real kind of almost fizzy feel to it. Citrus Tango is great if you can find it, or you've already got it, you probably know. One I haven't burned yet, I've had this one for a couple of years. This is Cottage Breeze. I'm saving this, I don't know what for, but I will burn it someday. Maybe this summer I'll burn it, you never know. And again, sitting on the deck by the beach, and it's sea spray on there, that fresh blue beachy aroma. If you watch my last beach video, you'll know I love beach scents, and this is another one. Cottage Breeze is a beachy sea scent. It's fabulous. A hard to find one, Cucumber and Cantaloupe. Is this my rarest candle? I don't know, quite possibly. Can't even remember where I got this one, Cucumber and Cantaloupe. I'm not really a collector. I'm a burner, but it takes a while to burn 400 or so, doesn't it? So there we go. Cucumber and Cantaloupe is it's amazing because it smells like a cantaloupe melon. It's slightly different. It's definitely different to juicy watermelon, which smells like sweets. It's definitely different to honeydew melon, which is sweeter. You can smell the cucumber in it. That's the amazing thing. That lovely fresh smell of cucumber and light melon. It's very nice. Cucumber and cantaloupe. Ooh, nearly lost a Yankee Candle there. So that would have been my first ever Yankee Candle breakage, but I need to be careful because I'm going to be surrounded by them in a minute. Okay, Cherry Lemonade. Cherry Lemonade, again, another one I have yet to burn. And this doesn't smell how you think it would. It's got a kind of subtle fizziness. It doesn't really smell like cherry too much, kind of like cherry sweets more than anything, but with a touch in it. I don't know, you get like cherryade. It's not cherryade. I don't know if you get cherry lemonade in England. It may be an American thing, but it's like cherry kind of sweets to me. Very nice, and I will burn that one day, I am sure. Let's go to my favourite time of year, Halloween, and this is an old jar of candy corn, as you can see there, with that fantastic jar. The good thing about this one is as you burn down this one, the jar's transparent, so the spooky face glows on it. So from the days when Yankee Candle used to be more inventive and a bit more quirky than they are these days, but there we go. So candy corn. Oh, it's divine. Candy corn sweets. I didn't even know what they were until Yankee Candle came along because we don't get them in the UK. But now I know what they are, and somebody kindly gave me some candy corn sweets a couple of years ago. And it's this delicious, buttery, butterscotchy sweet. And so that just whisks me straight off to Halloween. Candy corn, wonderful, can't wait. But roll on October, even though summer's only just starting. Let's go back to the seaside. This will get me out of the Halloween mood with Coastal Waters. Coastal Waters is one of the true stunners of Yankee Candle. Beautiful label. And this one, you can smell the sea salt in Coastal Waters more than you can in any other blue Yankee Candle. The salty sea air is amazing. You can feel the waves crashing against the rocks. Highly recommended if you are a collector and you want to find it. Maybe Yankee will bring it back one day, I don't know. Coastal Waters is beautiful. Harking back to a couple of months ago, I enjoyed this one in the early spring, as I always do. This is my spring in a candle, and I know it's Sarah's too. Hello, Sarah. Cherry Blossom is spring in a Yankee Candle. Now, this is not to be confused with the Cherry Blossom that is widely available now. They reblended it. This is the original fragrance of Cherry Blossom, and it's much more of a powdery sweet fragrance. Just a lovely powdery sweetness, and you can imagine the kind of the fluffy cherry blossoms if you grab them. Beautiful. So I didn't get the new Cherry Blossom because I had the original, and I've still got another jar of this. I love it. I don't know why Yankee reblended it, even though the new one, people do really like it. That's beautiful. That's the original Cherry Blossom with a great picture. Okay, still got quite a few to go. Champaca Blossom. Champaca Blossom is a unique floral. It's not like other florals in the Yankee Candle range. It has a slightly sour, slightly sweet flavour. It's a very authentic kind of floral. I've always said with this one that if you can imagine getting some leaves or some petals and crushing them in your hand and smelling your hand, that's what that would smell like. It's a very authentic kind of almost floral leafy flavour. So there's Champaca Blossom. Next one will be Coconut and Vanilla Bean. Again, I know on Team Yankee quite a few people say Coconut and Vanilla Bean is one of their favourite candles of all time. I know it's Jean's favourite, and I think a couple of other people as well. Coconut and Vanilla Bean is the best way to describe this one. If you've got black coconut, it's like black coconut times 5. It's black coconut laced with thicker lashings of vanilla. It's stronger than black coconut. It's richer than black coconut. I would recommend it only in small doses. It's super, super strong. Coconut and Vanilla Bean. It's great. We have next. No, I'm not going to change my mind here so I don't get my... Let's go for this one. People will go, Cozy Sweater. Cozy Sweater came out in the UK very, 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 very limited numbers about 5 years ago. We got it here. It wasn't out for too long in America, but we got it extreme. I think we only got like 200 sets of this in the whole of the UK. So it's really hard to find in the UK. It's a beautiful scent, but collectors and burners beware. It's very, very, very light. Absolutely exquisite. It's like the most beautiful, high-end department store, fluffy jumper, perfume, men's aftershave mixed together. Very expensive smelling fragrance, but when you burn it, it's very, very light, so you have to find the right location to burn it. So that's Cozy Sweater. The legend that is Cozy Sweater. 4 to go. Let's go to the beach again, and the Aloha collection. One of the few times I imported candles from America in the good old days when you used to be able to do it via eBay, which that avenue of pleasure for Faulty Towers fans has now been closed off to us. Coconut pudding does not smell as it looks. It's not a bright coconut. It's like, it's kind of almost like coffee ice cream. Insane to say. It's a deep butterscotchy coconut, you know, that kind of deep butterscotchy ice cream, coffee ice cream flavour. Never burned it because it's just too beautiful, but I will one day. I will burn these candles one day. It's coconut one. 3 to go. No particular order. Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy, another one that whisks me off to autumn fairs and Halloween in my mind, even though it's not traditionally Halloween fragrance. It smells just like candy floss, as we call it in this country. Sweet, sticky treats at the autumn fair, Cotton Candy. It's very nice, very vanilla-y, but with that magical touch that just gives it that feeling of cotton candy or candy floss. We have now Camouflage. Camouflage from the short-lived, but I liked it, what they called man candles, yeah, weren't they? Camouflage was a man candle, and yeah, it kind of smells like Rambo crawling through the mud. It's very, very foresty, very green. with an earthy touch to it. You're in that deep, dark, wet forest. It's actually great. It's my only jar of it. I wish I'd got a bit more. It's really nice. Camouflage. Definitely a manly green fragrance, that one. And last but not least, well, actually last and least, is Crackling Woodfire. It's a very nice fragrance. It smells beautiful in the jar. But my jar, I don't know whether I've got a one that's not got many oils in it or whatever. Found it very hard to get some fragrance from this, but it's beautiful. On cold sniff, it's got a beautiful pipey kind of fire smell. Slightly sweet, smoky, hearthside fragrance. And I'll give it another go this autumn and Christmas, and we'll see if we get something from this jar of Crackling Woodfire. But thus far, it's not been too great for me. Anyway, that's my C's. Thank you for watching, and I will be back soon with the Christmas ones. Even though it's summer, I will get into that mindset, I promise. Thanks for watching. That's my C's, all my candles.